What's up?
Oh, here we are. Hey! What's going on, everyone? We are live.
We are live and in color.
Back at YenYorkCity Live in New York City.
If you didn't know. But guess what? Tonight we have a guest from California. So West Coast meets East Coast again, baby. You know how we do it here. We love having people from all around the world. We've had people just about everywhere, every continent.
Brazil.
Sweden. Germany. Japan. Australia.
Lenny, is he in Italy or?
He's in France.
He's in France.
Yeah, with the Olympics. Oh my God.
Oh, the Olympics was sick.
Did you guys see Gojira opened up the Olympics? That was hot.
Holy
I'm telling you, it's fucking coming back. Like rock bands, metal bands opening up for the Olympics. That's what I'm talking about.
They need more of that. They need to bring that to the Super Bowl.
We need rock stars to dominate again. You know, that's what I've been saying. It's coming back. It's like the turning of the wheel, you know? And I feel like that's what's happening now. Like, we're just tired of all this stuff. We need more rock in our life. I think that's what it is.
We need more epicness.
Epicness. You know what I mean? That was an entrance.
Yeah,
so
that really made an impact.
Yeah.
Because it's not something you commonly see, right?
That's why.
So it's so refreshing to get that out there to the public, and then everyone's just like, holy, what?
Boom! And the fire.
No words.
Everything. Yeah, I love that. I didn't even know that they were going to perform.
Me neither.
So that was a shock.
That was great. We did a stream yesterday.
Yes.
We came on to introduce a lot of our updates and things that we're planning on doing for our future shows. As some of you know, as of now, it's set up as a subscriber-only chat, but it's viewable for free. This is purposely done just so that we are giving some form of exclusivity on some things to provide, some support in some way that goes back into development of these streams and these podcasts. It does help if you do support us in that way, and we also have membership opportunities that you can get involved with discounts on merch. A lot of fun things, stuff. We're gonna be hosting events in the future. So yes, thank you for the gifted sub, NY Angel Steph.
Steph, what's up? I see you in chat.
Casey
Thank you so much.
Jaeger. So now Casey has the opportunity to come and chat, ask questions.
You're part of the podcast now. That's basically it. Everyone that's here, that subscribes, you guys are like our co-hosts too, because you're a part of it. Let's go. Thank you so much for that gifted sub, Steph, to Jaeger. I hope you guys are having an amazing weekend and summer, depending on where you are in the world. But it's been really hot. I know in California, David told us he's getting weather 110 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. We're going to hear about that today.
We're going to hear about everything, from the bands he's in, from him, doing all the stuff that he does here on Twitch.
Steph gifting another sub to Kindness. Such kindness coming from Steph.
Kindness. That's you. You're the kindness princess right now.
I'm on Long Island.
All right. Yeah, New York. You got to represent New York, right? But it's amazing to see the community growing. We've been doing this for 3 years, guys. We've had over 80 drummers. I know we have a thing for drummers. That's why we're going to the UK Drum Show.
The UK Drum Show.
It's coming soon. We're going in September.
In Liverpool.
We
got invited.
By another podcast.
By another podcaster that we had on the podcast.
That he's going to be on the podcast
again.
To talk about the UK Drum Fest.
Yes.
And it's gonna be epic because he's, attached to a lot of big names, and he has a lot of big guests on his show, like famous people. But he sees the potential. He sees how awesome this podcast has been in the last couple years. So we're trying to invest more so we can have these big events, these big get-togethers,
yes,
and also travel and promote everything that we do here and the artists that we have here also. So we're thinking bigger because we want everyone to grow and come up together and be bigger. So that's why it helps. It really does, because after 3 years, we want to get to these bigger milestones. So we have to think bigger, do bigger things for everyone that's involved to get bigger too.
Yeah, it's definitely an investment back into the development of these shows, and we definitely want to be in a bigger situation where we're in like a studio, live bands, You know, it's gonna be great. So that's our future projection, and we can't do it without your support and everything that you do. Whether you're following, sharing our stuff, telling people about our podcast,
Or meeting
subscribing
us.
to our YouTube channel, because you can check out a lot of our past guests on there. And you know, if you do miss this one, you can catch it live, or you can catch it on the YouTube channel as a what do you call that? The preview thing that you guys can see it as a live show in a sense, where you can just chat with one another. I forgot what they call those things. Someone help me.
David!
Elvin Fairy Queen gifting a sub to David.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Elvin Fairy Queen. She's another one that's from the other side of the world.
So yeah, we are going to be in the UK. So if you guys want to meet up with us.
We might meet with Fairy Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Message Yen.
Let us know.
On updates.
We're meeting up with Talamir. He's coming from Norway.
Yes, we're meeting up with Talamir.
So yeah, so big things are happening, you know, and we want to IRL stream it, and we're gonna do live little interviews.
We want to take photos
with drummers
one of you.
over there too, like
Yeah.
little, 3 questions, 3 minutes.
Go.
What is your theme song? What is everyone's theme song here?
What's everyone's theme song
When
of
you
their
walk
life?
into the room and you're the main character, what is your theme song?
What's yours?
It depends. It depends on I don't know. It's like every year it changes, right?
Steph gifting a sub to Dio.
Dio,
Yo, Steph's on a
Dio.
roll. Thank you so
That
much,
New
Steph,
York
for the
love,
support.
baby. The New York love. Speaking of New York, we're gonna be playing in Manhattan
At the Delancey.
at the Delancey. It's a really big known venue. So if you are in the New York City area, Steph, and you want to come support and meet us and see us live, we're gonna be right after we come back from London. We're gonna be coming back a week later. We're gonna set up and we're gonna have that show. So if you city, it's the place. I know
Yeah.
Long Island. You can.
If you guys
You're
are
not that far.
in or around the New York City area, please come out and check us out at the Delancey. October 19th, 6 p.m. Eastern, we're going to do a contest giveaway of Sky Museum merch for the best dressed themed costume, which we will announce what the theme's going to be in August, next month.
So next week, basically.
Yeah, basically.
It's going to be themed.
It's going to be on our newsletter as well. So sign up to our newsletter on skymuseummusic.com. And then every month we're doing an update newsletter where we offer, discounts on merch and also insight on some fun things about Sky Museum. And we're on our, I think, going to be our 5th issue coming out for the newsletter.
Yeah.
So
We just had a show a month ago. And so, yeah, we're going to have streams here too.
Whoa,
also.
that came out really fast. I almost spilt that on me. Ginger ale or root beer.
Root beer. That's not even real beer. He's already.
I'm already out of it. Jeez.
I'm drinking coffee.
The root's getting to me.
Coffee. So, guys, without further ado, we're going to bring our beautiful guest, David Hodrick, and he's going to tell us what makes him so amazing and awesome. So let's get him on. David, are you ready for me, baby?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's ready.
He's ready.
He's ready.
And let's do it.
Let's get him on.
Everyone, it's David Hodrick. Here
David.
on YenYorkCity Live. Let's
Look
go.
at this beautiful man.
Wait, do I have it? Let me see. Do I have
Kisses
it?
for all of you.
Yeah. How's
What's up,
it going,
homies?
David? How are things at your neck of the woods in California?
Doing well. I'm air conditioned. I'm all right. I'm doing okay. Unlike my boy Dio out here drumming in a garage in 100% humidity and like 90-degree heat. My man's dying.
Oh, wow.
I'm doing
What?
okay.
Wow.
I'm doing okay.
Thank you, Steph, so much.
I'm doing all right.
David,
Gifted another sub.
are
Epic.
you cooking eggs outside of your house without heat, like without gas? Are you just putting it out there in the sun?
I haven't tried it yet.
You
But
have to try
I'm
it.
sure I could. I'm sure I could.
Definitely do it. Make a video,
that's
send it to
something I
all of
gotta do.
us. I want to see that happen.
You got it.
that'd be fun to see. Like, just actually cooking a meal just out in the sun without anything, just the sun.
Yeah. I know last year in like Arizona, some parts, people were actually being able to like cook eggs on a sidewalk or just on the asphalt, but it was like 120 degrees out there. So
Wow.
I could still try it. I could still try it though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, 110 degrees. I don't know. I guess because I'm so used to it. I love the seasons. I love snow. But then the thing is, I get sick of everything after 3 months. Once it snows, all right, that's enough. I've had enough. I don't want no more snow. Go away. I want the cherry blossoms. I want the sneezing. I don't care if I get allergies. Bring on the spring. And then by that, you're like, okay, you know, I can't wait for the beach weather. And then the beach weather comes, and then you're like, I've gone to the beach 3 times. That's enough. I don't. Fuck the sand.
You need that constant change.
Yeah.
I've got a love hate with snow because I don't like being cold. Anything less than like 60 degrees, I'm gonna complain about it. I am.
You
I
guys
think
wear
snow is
hoodies.
cool to look at, but man, I love a hoodie. All right, I have at least
same.
like 10 hoodies in my closet. I love hoodies. They're all black. It's it.
I have this TwitchCon hoodie. It's like a neon green, and you know it really stands out. And we went to go see Cameron Spence.
Yes.
He toured with Two Door Cinema Club, and we had Cameron on the podcast. And I said, you know, I'm wearing this lime green shirt, so you can catch me out in the crowd. You can look at and find us. You know, we were under a black light. I illuminated, but it was just so many people.
Yeah,
there was no way he was able to find me in there.
But our
Neon
friends
green
did.
hoodie.
Our friends did. Our friends found us. Like,
Yeah.
That came to see him too. It was fun.
Oh.
Yeah, he's gonna be in London. We're gonna meet him too. So we might do a quick IRL with him. And yeah, he's touring with that big band. That's amazing too. We've had like big, small, all kinds of streamers, all kinds of musicians. And I think the best is finding out how we're all so similar and we all have like the same stories, but in different kind of calibers. Like, you know, like traveling is really something that I love doing, and touring is something that a lot of musicians do. And just hearing all the craziest stories, even if it's small or big. Oh,
H Ward with drums with the
someone's
raid.
coming in with a raid. Oh,
Welcome in,
Henry.
Raiders.
In here to listen to some nonsense.
Listen to some
Henry!
nonsense.
That's our dude. That's our dude.
Let's get a shout out for Henry.
Oh yeah.
Henry, just so you know, we have changed the format a little bit. So we are live for free, showcasing everything, and our chat is sub only going forward for all podcasts. So if anyone that's tuning in, you're enjoying yourself and you want to support us further, be sure to give us a follow. And if you want to have an opportunity to ask questions, you know, the only way to do that is being a subscriber or a member through our membership program, and then asking questions on the podcasts in the Discord as well. So,
and everybody give him a follow too. H Ward is
Absolutely.
amazing. He's such a great drummer, person, friend.
he helped me dial in my E-Kit sound, and everyone loves the way my drums sound, and I got to give H Ward all the credit for helping me get that to be that way. So shout out to you.
Yeah, your E-Kit sound is solid. I found your stream back in October when you did the Dream Theater stream.
Oh yeah, the 4 album one.
Yeah, I was there for that.
That was incredible. That was
nutty.
That was
incredible.
a fun one.
Elvin Fairy Queen, you are the queen, baby. Thank you so much
Hey.
for that subscription to HH. He's amazing. Henry, I hope you're doing amazing over there. He's from California too.
And Bram's in here.
Hey.
Bram!
Oh, and just so you know, if you're VIPs, you have access to the chat as well. So,
Yes. So if
Bum
you've been on
Yeah.
the podcast, boom, baby, you're in automatically. Because you are
Get
part.
in there.
You are
Talk
part.
some shit.
another raid from
Oh.
HH Ward. He was like, wait, just in case
Just
the
in
other
case.
5 couldn't make it, we're going to do it again. Thank you so much, HH Ward, for bringing your fam over. Hope you had a
Bram.
great stream.
Bram is another amazing drummer.
Bram is nutty. He's doing a crazy tour with his band, Vanaheim.
Ooh, congratulations.
Yeah,
He's with big artists too
Yeah.
in
Out there
festivals.
getting it.
I've been watching a lot of his posts. Looking good, sounding good.
Everything.
I'm proud of you guys.
I'm so
Keep
proud of
rocking.
you. We're gonna be in London also. So if you're around touring, let us know. It's in October. We're going to the drum show.
The UK drum show.
UK drum show.
Yeah.
So if any of the drummers are going to be out there, I know Mr. Gregos, we're going to meet up with Mr. Gregos again. He's going to be there. Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of awesome things. We have David
We
here.
have David Hodrick here.
He's the star.
Trey.
Right now we're talking about everything from California,
Oh,
how
just
hot it is. hanging out.
challenging him to cook a meal outside without heat, without gas stove or anything like that. Just right off the street.
Just the natural heat of the sun.
Maybe the top of his car. You know.
So David,
So it's content.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you, because everyone that's on here streaming, it's really fun to get to know everyone that streams. You said you found us back in October, right, or September? I think you did that in September.
That would have been October, because
October,
Portland joined the band in October.
Okay, yeah. So when was it that you started then on Twitch? Was it around that time?
I started Twitch back in March of 2023.
Oh, okay.
I guess my very first couple of streams were like mid-February or so, but I didn't actually start like actively pursuing it until March or so regularly. So it's not been that long. Only about a year and a half now.
Wow. But you guys are really doing a lot of things over there. Community games, also having different types of streams, and you're doing it full time, right? You're doing the streams like every day. I think that's what really makes it pop. Every stream that you have is like you're bringing in people that are from the gaming community, from the music community. So you grow, and consistency is basically it. The consistency of being there and showing up and seeing the crowd come in and interact is the best thing. It's the best part. But I think we should actually rewind it a little bit more.
Bring it back.
Bring it back to the really, really big, the start of everything. When did you discover that drums were your thing and your instrument of choice? When did
David was like, I want to be Bam Bam and beat on shit?
Yeah.
That goes back to Christmas of 2007. Rock Band 1 came out. I was obsessed with Guitar Hero since the very first one. Played a shit ton of that, and then when Harmonix, the developer of the first two, jumped ship and then created Rock Band, I was like, well, I want to try that out too. So I got the entire package just because it was available, and I went from medium to expert in like 3 days. And I was like, well, this is pretty cool. I was obsessed with that. And then my parents got me like a basic starter drum set that Christmas in 2008, the following year. And it's just taken off from there. I still use Rock Band today as a way to just continue keeping my chops up. A lot of it just comes down to like the muscle memory of playing the drums. It's not exactly a one-to-one, but it's closer than Guitar Hero to a regular guitar. But I started with Rock Band, continued through it for years and years and years, and just translated it over to the real drum set. Eventually started a band and sucked at doing that, and I love it.
So Rock Band, is that on like the Rock Band like kit that is like the 4 pads and the and how did that translate when moving into an actual drum set? Because I know that having to play that and also being a drummer, it is a little different, right? With like
it's a little different,
like your coordination and like how you're approaching the drums in a sense. So what did you find that it was helpful transitioning over from Rock Band into an actual drum set?
Well, I can't read actual musical notation, but being able to see the notes on a Rock Band highway as they were coming down was essentially like reading notation in real time, where I could listen to a song and hear like, okay, the hi-hat's on an upbeat, but that's kick patterns going on in a weird place. I couldn't figure out what was going on just by listening to it, but if the song was available in Rock Band, I can physically see, oh, the right hand is actually landing before that kick part comes in, and
the
one-to-one right there.
Yeah.
So the actual muscle memory of playing those parts, then I could translate those over to the kit, because I knew then that that's where those notes land, because I could see it.
Yeah. That's interesting. Have you tried Drumeo, like their Drumeo charts and stuff?
I have not yet though.
I've seen Matt Scurfield do a few of their like chart play-alongs in a sense. I don't know if you've seen those. Yeah, it's really cool.
I'll have to check that out.
And if you feel like having to be able to read and play as you're reading, I think that's another good way of like understanding chart reading as well. Learning that from Drumeo, like the way they have their setup.
Yeah, I'll look into that because I love anything that helps anybody at their particular learning style. Because there's a lot of people out there that love to read. They have a very hard time with, I don't know, man, just hop on the kit and just feel it. It's like, I can't feel it. I need to like see it, you know. So any options that help anybody just get better at what they want to be doing is phenomenal to me.
Yeah.
So how was it the first time you ever played live that you were like, okay, we're going to do this? It was your first. How did that play out? I want to know, like, did the best and the worst of those experiences? Those are always fun.
The very first gig was a spot an hour away. My guitarist girlfriend's uncle owned this spot, and they hosted bands, and we were like, well, we have an in there, so we drove all the way out there, played the tunes that we knew, and everything that could have went wrong.
Murphy's Law.
Oh man.
Just guitar issues, bass issues. I had toms falling off my kit because
Oh no.
in preparation for this gig, I used to have it was a 6-piece kit, 3 up, 1 down, snare and kick, but none of the drums were all together. Like it was Frankenstein to this kit. The 10 and the 13 were not a part of the kit at all. So I had the 10 up on this old snare stand from like a first act kit that was really rinkety, but I got it in just the right position.
Duct taped.
13, oh yeah, duct tape, gap, all of it.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
The 13 was on a regular just chair. Just a sitting chair, an outdoor sitting chair, but I had it propped up in just a way that the angle's just right. So right before our very first gig, my dad was like, you can't gig like this. So we went and got some hardware. We went and got some hardware, and I rigged up all those toms to actual mounting hardware. But they weren't like field tested or anything like that. They just kind of worked in the practice space that I was in. So when we went out, all the vibrations from the amps and everything like that, things were just getting loose. Certain mounts weren't actually fitted properly. Some of them were like a little bit too thin. So even though it was cranked down as tight as possible, the vibrations of everything just slid the whole thing right out. My guitarist had to like try to stop mid-song to try to like get the tom back up there for me. It was,
I mean, Dad came through.
I still think about that gig.
Not
like oh wow, that's so embarrassing or anything. Just like a wow.
That's where I started.
All of us have humble beginnings and, stories. That's what makes it amazing, and that's what builds us up as an artist too. Those stories.
Do you have video of that or photos or anything like that anywhere?
I wish.
Oh, those are great too.
I had video. We had video up on Facebook like all those years ago, but I would have to really go digging for that archived footage.
Yeah, stuff like that, like to look back on and have that photo framed or something. You were like, that's my humble beginnings.
That was the first time. You always remember. You always remember your first time. So what was the best? So I wouldn't say that was your worst though, right? I mean, I'm sure there was other, like anything like really drastic ever happened where you're like, that really happened? Like technical or falling. I mean, he fell off the stage.
I fell off the stage
like a few times.
A few times.
Besides like the regular like drummer stuff where you show up to a gig and you don't have a rug because I haven't used a rug, and then your kick drum just
it's like
slides right on out of frame.
Yeah, I hate that.
Stuff like that.
Have you experienced any like fighting amongst band members and people and
on stage, not keeping their cool?
Yeah.
Flinging stuff at each other.
Yeah.
Not necessarily on stage, like mid performance, like definitely, like off stage, get up, got to say something, but nothing crazy like on stage. Luckily, the gig, I know I mentioned this on my stream, on one of the past couple of days. that I opened for Static X one day.
Oh yeah, we have to talk about that.
Mhm.
That had to be an experience.
For which
It
band?
it was just a fill-in gig actually on this one. This was well before This Place is a Zoo or Rider Waite. But this band, they needed a drummer because their regular drummer couldn't do this gig, and I was like, sure, I'll do it. I'd probably done about 2 or 3 gigs with them at this point, and for whatever reason on this particular gig, all of my hardware just started to shit the bed. My hi-hat clutch got disengaged mid-song, so I was trying to I tried to get the hi-hat off the stand to re-engage that, retighten it down. The guitarist had already started the song, so we had to come in, and instead of just being like, oh, whoa, hold on, let's, give me a second, get my hi-hat back on here. I started the first third of the song with just the bottom hat. Just the bottom hat. Because I was sitting there trying to keep time, keep the groove while balancing the top and trying to get that going. And in all that, I was playing fast as fuck. So fast that the other guitarist mouthed over to me, slow down, slow down. And I was just fucking moving. I was cranking.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Welcome in.
Chaotic Cyber.
Get in here.
Get in here. Get in
And
here.
you're talking about me shitting the bed.
Chaotic
Live on
Cyber,
stage
thank
in
you
front
so
of
much for
people.
the raid. Just
What's
so
up,
everyone
everyone?
knows, this format is based off of free to view, sub to chat. So if you want to support us in any sort of way and you're enjoying what you see and you want to catch some of our future podcasts and be able to chat and ask questions, feel free to throw in a sub. No, it's not required, but definitely appreciated. Hit that follow button if you're not already to catch future podcasts. And, without further ado, we have David
Hell yeah, baby.
here joining us. So,
he's he's telling us all about his experiences and,
Mhm.
everything in between about being an amazing drummer here on Twitch, and also all the experiences that led him to also stream on Twitch. And your live streams are amazing and fun, and you guys have a lot of fun in those streams. So if you guys are not following David, go follow him because you'll have a freaking good time there.
I hope so. I'm in here just to have a silly goof time, talk a bunch of shit.
talk a bunch of shit.
That's it.
We
That's
talk
it.
about a lot of stuff here.
What is your streams kind of involve, based off of? Do you have a specific kind of genre you stick around? Do you not play certain genres? What is it that, people are to expect when they come watch you play?
I'm a sucker for hit songs, hit music, stuff like that. I find it the most fun. I started streaming doing open requests, just pure any genre, no matter how difficult or anything like that, as I tried to build up a following and a presence and whatnot. But nowadays, Mondays I'm doing chill music, things that are real down tempo, things to kind of get your Monday going. But also I use it as a way to practice quieter and softer dynamics on the kit.
Right.
So it's kind of like a paired situation of, we get chill music if you like chill music, but also you get to watch me practice something that I need to practice for 4 hours, because dynamics are extremely important, and I feel like they're very overlooked. I overlooked them for a very long time. Tuesdays I've been doing this thing called Girly Pop Tuesdays, where we just play girly pop bangers. Just girly pop bangers. Why? Because it's fun.
Because it's fun.
Yeah.
I focus things that I find to be fun. I love listening to metal. I love listening to prog metal. But I got burnt out of just playing the most brutal ass beater metal because somebody was just can he play it? And then I just fucking
Skill check.
give it my all.
Yeah, skill check.
And they're like, oh shit, I guess that was pretty good for never hearing that song before. And they toss a follow, and then I've never seen them again.
Yeah.
And I go, wait a minute. And I started to pick up patterns of the platform and stuff like that. And I since have just shifted to, I have to be having fun. It's a gamble, but if I'm having fun, everyone else is having fun.
Van
the
loves
most part.
Tuesdays. Yeah, girly pop Tuesdays.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like
You
can't
got to
really,
give them what they want.
can't focus on like I mean, you should really only focus on the people that really show up for you often, all the time.
Noises.
Noises.
What's up,
The
honey?
homie noises.
Because those are the
Great
ones
to
that really
see you,
care about
homie.
you. You know.
Those are the ones that care.
Yeah, they come in and they support you, and those are the ones that are your core communities, right? And then everyone that comes in and just stops showing up, it's like, I'm here for just to be here. Who's to say they have like a crazy life outside of the stream? But if they show up, they show up. So, but at the end of the day, you're doing what you love.
I don't mind that at all. Usually, the reason that I stick to these themes instead of just them being open requests is because I'm trying to build up a community of like-minded individuals that are wanting to be a part of a collective instead of just wanting to show up for their song. I find that to be extremely transactional, and I don't care about that. So in having to do a theme, if somebody goes, well, I don't listen to girly pop or I don't listen to like chill music, it gives you the opportunity to become a part of a community, become a part of a collective instead of just going, well, I don't listen to chill music. You either leave or you hang out. You hang out and go, I don't listen to any of this, or I don't
find
know
a
this
song
type
you
of music,
like
but
sometimes.
I want you find a song that you like, or you go, well, let me scour my Spotify, see if there's something that fits this theme, and then when you do, it's like, oh, cool, like, thank you.
And that's the thing. You want to find open-minded people that are down to find new songs, new bands, new artists that they love that they've never heard. That's one of the beauties of being a drummer here or a guitarist or any kind of musician is that when you get requests, you're like, oh, I fucking like this. Put this on a Discord. I want to play it again. And then that's how you start building, more song lists that you didn't think you would like because nobody showed you the way, to other genres. So to me, that's the beauty of being a streamer and actually having an open mind with music, because good music is good music, right? So it doesn't matter what genre.
Absolutely.
As long as you're having fun too while you're playing it, right?
For me, it's got to be fun. I know that for some people, the mentality might be, well, if you're playing drums at all, it should be fun enough. But it doesn't work for me. Me playing just a bunch of stuff that I just don't care about playing or that I don't find fun
kills the mood.
People can feel it.
Read the room, all right? Read the room.
Some people don't want to read a room, and those people aren't for me, and that's 100% good with me. Luckily, most people seem to want to be a part of what I'm doing. They want to be a part of contributing to the song pot, because as anyone that actively watches me knows that I don't play my songs in any order. I don't prioritize certain things. What I prioritize is my own fun. If you're giving me songs that I know are going to be fun, or songs that I trust that you dropped in a song from an artist that I've never heard of, but you consistently put in stuff that I know I like, I'm going to roll the dice on that, and I can trust that. For the people who just want their one thing and they just go, that's cool, I'm just going to wait for my thing, you might not have as much fun in my stream unless you really like what I'm doing. But if you're just there to use this as a vehicle of, we'll just play my song, well, dude, there's like 200 other drum streamers.
Right, exactly.
Like any others, you just find somebody to play your thing if you really want it that bad. Or you can just bust out Spotify and just listen to the fucking song yourself. Like,
yeah, it's really.
It's like, I mean, I really don't have to play the drums. I might ruin it for you if anything.
like, why do you need a drummer to like just play over this thing that you've never heard before? Like, I mean, but I get it. Everyone's got their own thing. But I made this conscious decision as soon as I went full time that I didn't want to just kind of be stuck. I didn't want to be stuck to anything. I didn't want to have to like ever look at my song list in order and then just go, fuck, man, I got that.
Gotta
song,
play
I got
Blue
that
again.
song, I gotta play that. I gotta like.
Someone do some priority requests. Let's drag it up. Let's drag it.
Yeah, I got to that point in a couple of streams where I was just like, this isn't fun. And I had to keep in mind, like, well, you're playing the drums in front of people. Like, this should be fun. This should be a blast. but it wasn't. So
Yeah.
I gambled on myself and just made a conscious decision to only focus on the things that I know are going to be fun, because energy is infectious and it's contagious. And if I'm not having a good time, everybody can feel it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Everybody
Everyone
can
feels
feel
it.
an hour of just songs that fit the bill. And then even for 5 minutes, there's that one song that just sticks out like a sore thumb. And it's just like,
Or it takes the energy out of the room because it's like
it sucks the energy out of the room.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what you have to do as a streamer, right? As a content creator, is like you have to be delivering that energy, because
Yes.
if you're just dull, just sitting there, or sad, or or down, or if you're complaining way too much, it does resonate, and you're like everyone that watches are just like, I don't want to be around here.
So this
Yeah,
is
you don't
another
want to be
thing.
around that.
Yeah.
Another thing is also, is there any kind of genre that you definitely don't want to play? Like you're like, okay, this, because I know people that put it right away, even in their description boxes. They're like, I won't play this band, this band, this band. Sorry, but these are the ones that I just don't ask. Is there any music that you feel like is out of,
Real quick, Chaotic is outside the gate asking me to say hi to everyone on his behalf. Hi, Chaotic.
Thank you so
Hi,
much,
Cyber.
Chaotic.
Thanks for the raid.
We appreciate you.
Luckily, because my 3 drumming days are restricted to a very specific theme: chill music on Mondays, girly pop on Tuesdays, and a party theme on Fridays. There aren't any specific artists that I have to like put in the box, like, hey, no, this is.
Yeah.
I don't really give a shit who the artist is, as long as it fits that theme. If it's Friday, as long as it's a party, I don't care. If it's chill, it's chill. If it's a girly pop theme, it's a girly pop theme. So I don't really have to tell people like what not to put in.
Yeah, it's
If
a
I hear
little weird
something
when I
or-
read that too. When I read that, I'm like, oh, okay. I guess that's it. It makes you feel a little bit like you can't really. You have a boundary there on what they really want to play, so you don't want to like ask for anything.
Steph gifting a sub to Chaotic.
And she's out of the cage.
He's out of the gate.
Here-
Bam.
Let's go.
Look at him. Yeah, I don't mind
Thank you, Steph.
when a streamer does say like, no, this, or this, because at least they're setting that boundary for themselves. They're letting an audience know up front, hey, if you're here for crazy anime intro opening music, I'm not your guy. Instead of the streamer sitting there going, fuck, one of these songs again. Oh, great, another metal song. Like, no, you just you hang a sign outside of your front door and go, hey, if this is the kind of music you're really into, I'm probably not going to be the guy for you.
Deathcore.
Yeah. I mean, you set the rules, right? This is your stream. This is your house. People that come in has to
Yeah.
respect your home, and you drive that community of people that understand the rules and how you feel about certain things, and they respect
Absolutely.
you and also the community that they're gonna potentially be a part of. So that's pretty much the general synopsis of how everyone should really treat their streams. Otherwise, no one's gonna have a great time.
Otherwise, no one's having a great time.
Yeah.
When I first started, there got to a point where my streams didn't feel like a collective type of stream, because every song from every person in the chat was just so wildly different that it wasn't like, oh, we're all here watching David. Like, it got to a point where it felt like every song I did was an individualized, personalized stream, where it's like, hey, here's a song nobody else here wants, but it's just you. Here's this 5 minutes dedicated to just you. And every single one of those songs, you could feel like the energy of the room just kind of like, So once I started kind of narrowing it down to like, well, what do I really want to play? What always gets me excited? Well, I started leaning more into that.
Here's a question. For if you get introduced to like new streamers, right? Because like a lot of these people are coming in now from raids, people that are watching from the outside, or even that are subbed or VIPs. When you go and get involved in a raid and you're getting sent to someone else, do you stick to the raid and give someone an opportunity? And if you do, what is it that you look for on those first few moments that you have that opportunity, that window?
Ooh,
That's a good
You know.
question.
that's a very good fucking question.
That would
Yeah.
deserve your follow and your attention.
Yes. That's important.
I personally love when a streamer can just drive the bus. I love when you can just get a raid, no matter the size, even if it's I don't know, a 200-person raid. Like, it's very exciting and like, whoa.
Yeah.
I love when a streamer can take that and just go, fuck it. I had 20 people, now I've got 220 people. This is my shit. This is what I do. Hop on board. Let's continue going. Obviously, you give your love, you give your shout outs, boom, boom, boom. But I love to see when a streamer is just in full control of their own shit, and they're not just they're not flailing. They're not. I mean, obviously, nerves and stuff like that can kick in for everybody. Everyone's different. But I love to watch somebody just be confident in what they do and believe in their product more than anything,
Oh, for sure.
and not have to like, oh, it's a raid. Let me bend over and fucking like, hey, all the new people, fucking here, take all my shit for free. Like, no, like, be confident in what you're doing.
I love that. I
Introduce
love that
new
you said
people
that.
to your shit and just drive that fucking bus.
Beep beep,
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
Everyone in chat that is able to talk and hang out, let us know if you agree and if there's anything else you'd like to add when you go and visit a stream for a raid or in general. What is it that you look for that gives your attention and your follow?
We love the feedback. We love
Mhm.
hearing from everyone here. Like I said, when you guys are subscribed to this channel,
And if
it's
you're
like,
watching this on YouTube, comment as well.
yes, comment. Let us know. We love to hear the feedback. Also, that's something that's really important, because I feel like the first 30 seconds that you enter a stream, you right away know, I think, if you're gonna resonate and like.
I think 30
the-
seconds is generous. I
Very
think
generous.
realistically speaking, most people have made up their mind in the first 5 seconds. Truly. Within the first 5 seconds, if you went from somebody that's like, hey, motherfuckers, woo, 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 woo,
Yeah.
bunch of fireworks and shit, and then raided straight into somebody who's like, hi, guys. Oh, my God. Thank you for the raid.
The
This
energy
means
just
a lot."
drops.
You're making a split-second decision
Right,
as
that's
soon
true.
as you get into that raid. 30 seconds, that's being extremely generous for most people. If you've got a live viewer count on and it updates in semi-real time, you're going to watch, oh, so-and-so raided in with 30 people, and you're going to watch about 25 of them leave almost immediately.
Oh, yeah.
If they're not feeling it.
Yeah.
If they're not feeling it.
For sure. I think a lot of that does come down to your choice of raid too, right? So like
yeah.
Yes.
who you decide to raid is what's gonna, determine the outcome of who's gonna stay as well. So do you find someone that's very similar to your vibe, or something along the lines of them being a drummer, or like what do you look for in someone for a raid?
Right now, I'm specifically looking for somebody that knows they have somewhat of a vision. They know what they want their stream to be. They just need the help of an audience.
Exactly.
I will grant you that audience of whatever I can, but it's not up to me for me to drive your bus. Once I've given you the passengers, like, hey, this is your fucking show now. Like, I brought you the audience. It's not up to me to get on stage and play your music. Like,
Yeah.
you do it.
Yeah, it's your time to
And a lot of
shine now.
people-
Show us what
Yeah,
you got.
That's
Mhm.
very true.
Yeah. The chat
The chat is very clicky.
yeah, that's a really
There's
good
a
one.
lot of
that.
So Chaotic Cyber says how interactive the streamer is and their energy. Van says respect streamers who stand their ground for sure. And then Angel Steph says also the chat. If the chat is very clicky, I get turned off, and that is definitely a big
Ooh,
thing.
Yes,
Because-
honey.
Huge one.
That's
When you
a
go
really
into
big
a
thing.
stream and the chat isn't like talking to you, like you're new there, you're not feeling as
Yeah, you just get a
welcomed.
big old cold shoulder.
Yeah, like you're
out. See ya.
you're by yourself in a crowd of people that have no idea who you are, and if you're not being accepted in from that crowd,
Warmly.
then you're definitely going to get turned off and just go away, because
Mhm.
why do you have to prove yourself to be a part of this community, right? It's like I'm here
Yes.
I'm here. I want you to prove to me that I should be part of this community.
Also, that's why good
Yes.
mods are super crucial and important. Having really awesome mods that are welcoming people in, or a raid. Like, let's say I don't think I have any mods right now. And like, there was a raid that came in. There's nobody there to say, oh, thank you for the raid. Because, we're interacting with our guests. So sometimes
I got to do double the work
yeah,
here. So.
we got to do like, and then the thing is, like, when you're on a podcast, also, I've been in so many different ones where I like the interaction. I like that. But also, like, my focus is you, David. So, like, I need, like, if I have a good mod and they're welcoming people in, they're like, it helps who you pick as a mod for your channels. And you have to trust them. And also, yeah, very, when it's very clicky and it's like they only say hi to like 3 or 5 besties that they have. And it's like, you want to open the community so that everyone feels like, yeah, let's kick it. Let's have a good time. What's your, I always say, what's your favorite band? Oh, what's your favorite song at the moment? So even when I go into drummer streams and I give them a sub and they're like, oh, what do you want to hear? And for me, my easy response is, what's a song you didn't play today that you feel like playing that gets you really going?
Yeah.
Because I want to kind of relieve them from that, like, oh, what are they going to give me? Sometimes you want to play that song, that you haven't played.
Absolutely.
So I always feel like that's
give them the
thing.
opportunity to pick a song that they're really good at to prove themselves.
Yeah, to shine, So that's also another thing that I like when you go into in a raid with mods too.
I think a lot of I don't know if this is like overlooked or not, but your mods are the most direct representation of your entire brand. If you've got shithead mods and you're a very nice person, you will be looked at as a shithead yourself.
Boom.
Yep.
Your mods are a representation of you.
Yeah.
And if you
Pick
don't
wisely.
have mods, if you don't have mods that represent your brand, your identity, your vision exactly the way that you see fit, they're going to run people away.
Yep.
All of us have probably been in streams where the tone of a mod has made us not want to stay there anymore. Where you go, I dig the streamer. The streamer seems pretty cool, but I can't stand the mods, or I can't stand certain people in that chat or something like that. Like, it's all a representation of the streamer.
I gotta lower that
A lot of
effect
people-
down. Sorry, that was really
A lot
loud.
of
Thank you
people
for the
aren't
prime,
just,
Mr. The Loop.
They're
Thank
not
you
just
so much.
sticking around just for you. Like it's a whole package deal.
Mm.
It's you, it's your content, it's your chat. It's
100%.
the
100%.
whole package.
Mr. Dunlop says, "I'm the best mod ever."
All right, let's go.
And I
Oh,
believe you,
Secret
Mr.
is
I
Mom.
love the confidence.
Love Mr. Dunlop.
Thank you so much for the prime
Dunlop's a
sub.
real one.
You're the chosen one. So I mean that speaks volumes, right?
Mm-hmm. All of my mods are handpicked because I believe that their presence alone elevates my stream. That when people come in and they see their name with a sword next to it, they're not going, no,
Yeah.
it's
I walk on eggshells here.
yeah, I gotta walk on eggshells. No, fuck that. Like, all of my people with a sword are people that are like, hey, get in here, party with us.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly how it should be. And I don't know if you know, but we've developed a new emote for you if you'd like to
Yes.
use in your channel. You're gonna have that at the end of the stream. It's
Let
called
me see it.
David Hype. It's in the chat. Anyone
Fuck
that's sub can use
yeah.
it. But yeah, we'll send that to you as soon as we're done with the podcast. You have that. Use it whatever you want. You know, whether it's on the Twitch or your Discord.
You got it. I appreciate that so fucking much.
Yeah, that's like a little thing we do for all the guests, all the drummers, and you'll see it in a lot of. It was like, oh, this was, and you can tell it was a Luna emote because he has like a style.
Yeah, there's like a unique style
Yeah.
to it.
There's a style.
And then
Yeah.
I think Dio has one. And I'm trying to see who else is in the chat that I gave him an emote. But yeah,
You did one for noises too.
noises, yeah. Does it say was it something bring the noise or something, or
Bring the noise, I think. Yeah, we try to make it some. Well, I've seen that David has like different types of emotes. So, you want to pick something that he doesn't have yet. So he didn't have a hype emote, a David hype. So that was easy.
Yeah, I was going through your
Gotta be
emote
hype.
list and I'm like, where's the hype? I see you have a lot of like the like clips and stuff from like different characters from different shows and stuff, which was pretty cool. I was like, I gotta throw something in here for him, give him some color.
Absolutely. Appreciate
Yeah, I love it. I love the energy of all of them are fun. That's why you can use them.
Steph,
for
I'm
different
glad you're one of my mods. Dunlop, I fucking love you, man.
Sweet.
Most of the people that aren't going to really fuck with what I do, I get it. I'm never sitting there going, oh, how come I lost a follower? Or I think that everybody should love my stream. I have a universally lovable stream. I don't have a universally lovable stream. I cuss a fuck ton, where some people could go like, yeah, you know, cussing is fine sometimes, but like
sometimes you just need to add that fuck.
The rails.
Add it.
It's emphasis.
Sometimes for some people it's like emphasis, and for me it's just like it's 4 hours of it, and I can totally understand somebody going, yeah, I dig David, but yeah, he just cusses too much, or
you got a patty mouth.
Man, the whole like never losing thing, like, and it's like, I don't know, it's like people are gonna make assumptions about your shit all day.
Yeah, no matter what you do.
All day. No matter what you do. I could come in and go, hi guys, I'm David Hodrick, and this is my stream, and hopefully everyone has a good time. And somebody's going, this guy's fucking whack, boring.
Have a good time. Who does he think he is?
Let's have a neato. Let's have a neato time.
Let's have a neato time. What is he? 12?
Neat. That's so neat. You know those people, right?
Of pregnancy.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Don't forget the high rate of pregnancy. Don't forget David is a bitch. He can confirm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The first person that calls me bitch gets the first request or something like that, right?
Gets a song bump. Yeah.
Yeah, song bump.
I do that because I'm breaking the ice as fast as fucking possible, because it doesn't do anything for me if I'm like, hi guys, I'm David. This is what I do. Welcome in. And somebody goes, oh, this is nice and respectable. Cool. I'll stick around for a while. Then I'm like, oh, fuck you.
Change
that
the
song
mood.
Is awesome. And somebody's just like, whoa, oh, Jesus Christ.
Where did that come from?
I didn't know that side of him.
Yeah.
The first words out of my mouth are, call me a bitch, and I get your song bumped at the top, and it sets the tone for the stream immediately.
Yeah.
Either you're in or you're out.
One of the first streams I remember I went in, I think it was a raid. I'm not sure. I'm always scouting. I'm always looking for new drummers, obviously. And that was the first thing that I heard. He's like, first person to call me bitch gets a song. And then I was like, bitch. and then you were like, oh, yeah, New York City, you know, and then it was so fun. Like, and you know that person doesn't take themselves so seriously. And I was like, this is my dude. This is my dude. We're going to have fun. I already see it. And then, you know, obviously I loved you right away. And your energy and everything. And I was like, I got to get him on the podcast. Come on.
That's very polarizing. It's very polarizing. And there's not a whole lot of people that'll watch me and go, it's fine. Either you really like what I do or you really don't.
Yeah.
We feel
like,
that.
There's almost no like, yeah, I mean, he's fine.
Which
is exactly what I'm going for, though.
We had DW on. I think it was DW, and we had a conversation about, like, you know, should we curse on stream or should we not curse on stream? Like, should we make it family friendly? Should we not make it family friendly? And it was like, you know what?
We failed.
First what, minute in? Not even. We were just like, fuck. Oh, damn, that's it. It's gone.
For him, we said we're gonna try to keep it clean. Let's keep it clean this time. We failed miserably.
Immediately.
We're like,
Shit. Let it rip.
We were just like tripping all over ourselves, and I'm like, you know what? This is not gonna work.
This is not us.
For
we
me,
gotta.
We gotta be ourselves.
Though.
Yeah.
It's about authenticity.
Exactly.
I have me and my friends, we call each other bitch. Me and my friends, we say fuck you to each other.
Your real friends tell you to go fuck off.
That's how we talk to each other.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna treat every single person in my stream as my in-person friend. That's how I talk to my friends, and I want everyone to feel that. I never want anyone to just feel like they're just a cog in this big machine. Like, I really, really, really try my hardest to make sure everybody feels like a seen individual. No matter if there's
I had this funny
10 people, 20 people, 30 people, it doesn't matter.
I had this funny scenario. It's like when you meet someone for the first time, you've never met them before. They're coming to meet you at like a meetup, and they were like, "Hey, David, bitch, what's up?" And you turn around like,
Bitch!
"Who the fuck?" And then you give him that look, you'd be like, "Ah, bitch."
This is my
like
fucking
you already
guy.
know.
Everyone's gonna be so confused.
And I don't mind that. I love that.
Yeah.
Because either you get it or you don't.
Yeah.
And I don't have to teach you.
It's a community thing. Like they know. Like you know.
100%.
If we ever go see David with one of his bands, we're gonna be like, David, you bitch, and then we're bitch.
Funny thing is, very funny thing about that.
Yeah.
During my Rider Waite performances, when we're toward the end of the set, and Casey, our singer, is doing, introducing the band. This is Max on keyboard. This is Jesse on bass. When we get to me, months ago, I set it up that instead of everyone going, and this is David on drums, yay, Casey asked the entire crowd to boo me. The entire fucking crowd
That's love.
boos me.
That's funny.
And I love it because how often do you ever go to a show and you just get to boo the fucking band openly? Like, it creates this moment that's just like, that's a little different.
Yeah.
But like that's how I naturally feel. It's those moments where you go, "Hey, fuck you, bitch," and I go, "Love you too." That's it.
It's funny. My dad at some point was he was driving, and then I guess he pissed off another driver while they were driving, and then the guy drove right by, put the middle finger up at my dad, and was like, "Fuck you, bitch!" Right? My dad goes, "I love you too." I was like, "Why should you? Why be mad?" It's like they're
Why
having a
be
bad
mad?
day, but we're just gonna embrace it.
It also makes my stream a little bit, not even a little bit. It's troll proof. It's 100% troll proof. Nobody can come in there and say anything.
Yeah, if you
that
can't
would
make
get
fun of
under my
yourself,
skin.
Yeah,
I actively call or tell people to call me a bitch. What's somebody gonna do? Hey, your stream is whack. I'm like, hey, guy, you look stupid. Like, you got nothing, man. You got nothing.
it's like, okay.
We do that to
You
us,
got
each other
nothing.
all the time. We're always like poking fun. I'm like, I don't love you if I don't give you a pet name and I don't tease you a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I only do that to people I love. So if I give you a little, and then I always seem to do that with people that are on the stream a lot. I end up giving them little names. I don't know if they like it or not sometimes, but then they come back, and then when I don't do it, oh, you didn't do that thing, right? Or we make a little song for them or something. So that's what it feels like family. Like
I
when
always
you
call
tease-
myself a bum.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking.
Like
bum.
with my beard and my hair, I'm like, yeah, I look like a bum.
like, extra bummy today. You need some more conditioner today
Yeah,
or something.
my hair's pretty nappy. I'm
Just
looking
think
very
that goes
bummy.
into,
I love it. I love when it gets wild and crazy.
Why give people nicknames?
Yeah.
I give people nicknames and like it's just like it's something that sticks. Everywhere else, you're your username, but in my stream, you're Slender Man, and your name is like Selena. But it's like Slender Man. It's fucking Slender Man now. Or Ahsoka Rain. There, her nickname is Carlton because her previous username reminded me of the word Carlton, and now she's just Carlton forever.
Carlton.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just Carlton.
Yeah, like definitely there's people that we will come across, and like we've known them for another name, and we will always call them for that name.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm sorry, you're always going to be that
You're always gonna
because
be that.
you changed your name doesn't mean that we're not going to think of you that way.
Like we had this guy named JP, and he changed his name to something else. I don't even remember now, but when I see the name, I know it's JP.
Yeah, it's just JP. Like, what am I gonna do? Change it?
Yeah,
No.
you're forever JP.
That's it. Locked in for life.
Yeah, that's the way it is. And that's the whole thing about the community is you build that kind of relationship where it feels so natural. And that's what keeps them coming, really, because everyone wants to belong. Everyone wants to feel welcomed. And it doesn't matter where, but that's something that I think that's why people stream. Sometimes introverted people don't really have a lot of friends, and then they start streaming, and then it's weird for me when I stop streaming for whatever reason. Like we haven't done the podcast for a while because we were focused on the music and a lot of the gigging that we've been doing, and then we're back at it now, and it's like, I start getting almost like the depresso feeling. Like I miss my friends. I miss doing the chats. I miss meeting awesome people like yourself and just shooting the shit and being, like just there and having that community sense where we're finding new people, we're growing, and we continue to do it every
Absolutely.
week. And it's for me, that's the way it affects me, because I actually miss it, and I feel like there's some part of me that needs to do it to fulfill that feeling. You know, it's like playing live is different than playing on stream, but there's something about it that makes you keep coming back, and it's that feeling. It's those little things, to me at least.
I focus mainly. I mean, you start. I say me as in you. I started, you know, the drum stream at the exact same time that I started watching Twitch, so I wasn't aware of the culture. I wasn't aware of how things kind of operated. I just kind of did them both at the exact same time, and I got to learn a whole lot. But at first, it was just a drum stream. I was just a drummer playing songs to your requests. But in the last month or so, I've just kind of shifted a lot of my focus into, it's more of a hangout stream, I think. That's how I try to brand it. That it's, if you want just a drum streamer, like, you might not have a good time here. If you just want to hang out, you might have a great time. The way like my queue system works, I don't play anything in order. You can just drop in a handful of songs, and if I play anything on there, I play it. If I don't, it's not like, oh, I'm here for my request, good sir. No, I think of my song queue as like a pot. You toss songs into the pot to keep the party going for everybody. If I happen to pull your song out of the hat, like, cool. If I don't, big deal. If you're here because you're expecting me to play something that you've put in there, you're probably gonna have a bad time.
And that actually is a good thing to point out when people come in, David, to your streams, and let's say they don't even say hello, they don't even follow, they just put in a request without even saying hi, I found you from here or there, or a raid, or I came in. They just want you to play the song, and they don't even say hello, they don't greet you or anything. Do you address them and play the song anyway, or do you say, well, hello?
Fuck no.
Thank you.
Fuck no.
Thank you. Somebody had to say it. My man, right here, my man.
If the message is simply username, exclamation SR, YouTube link, and it's a first time chatter, and that's just it, I won't even acknowledge it now. If they say, hey, can you please play this song? I'll usually just tell them, like, sure, put it in the queue. But I have a quick command just called, exclamation suggestions, and it's just a small paragraph that just outlines like everything that you put in here is just a suggestion. They're not guaranteed. If I play it, I play it. If not, just hang out.
Right.
Hang out.
That's a genius
just
way.
Be part of the community. Just chat with us. And
That's genius,
survive.
I used to
David.
have channel point redemptions for bumping your own song, but I removed it after I started to see a string of habits of people that weren't watching the stream. They would pop in, see that it was that the cooldown wasn't there, throw in their song, bump it straight to the top, get their song played, and then dip. I removed it, so now the only bump ability that you have is bumping somebody else's song in the queue.
Oh,
You have
that's
to actually
nice.
make connections with people, get to know them, or maybe if you don't want to talk, you see that you like somebody else's shit in the queue, you bump your homie songs.
That's fucking cool.
You
That's a
bump
good
in
one.
somebody else's.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fucking good ideas. Those ideas, David, that's genius, because then you actually see who's there for that, for the hang,
Correct.
for the good time, for let's see what kind of music everyone else is into. Maybe I'll like it too.
I might implement that in my streams.
That's
a
a good one. I think that really makes the whole thing different for everyone, because you'll know who's there just for their song, or just to like actually get to know you and talk to you in the community, and then find real people that they feel like they have a common interest in the songs.
Yes.
Beautiful.
I'm shifting my mindset to that of I'm very inspired by the professional video game streamers and the way that drums on Twitch, let's just back up for a second. Twitch as a whole is a niche already.
Right.
Music on Twitch is a smaller niche, a much smaller niche. And then you zoom in even further and you're a drum streamer within the music community on Twitch. And there's a lot of different things that a lot of people will do to try to incentivize monetary value to a drum stream. If you sub, you get a bump. If you do this, you get bumps. If you, etc. But with video game streamers, what I fucking love so much about what they've got going on is it's just them. And say they're playing to, 2,000 people or something. What the fuck do you get to do hanging out watching a video game stream? You're just there to hang. You're there to talk shit with everybody else in the chat, or there to talk shit with the streamer, but there's no special buttons that you press that you go, okay, I'm here waiting for my thing. No, you're just there. So when somebody drops a tier 1 sub or a 5 bomb, a 20 bomb or something, they're not going, well, what happens now? Where's my thing? No, there's just this ingrained, no, I do this because I love and support this streamer and I want to give back to this. You didn't press gift sub, submit payment thinking, okay, now I'm going to get my thing. No, and I love that. I love that mentality so much that I've backtracked on doing like monetary bumps for things like, hey, if you tier 1 sub, you guaranteed a bump. Like, maybe I'll bump it if I'm feeling it. Oh, you gifted 5? Like, damn, sweet. I'm going to make like a big show and dance and spectacle out of it because I love to show people that kind of attention because it's just fun to me. But just the freedom that I feel like I have now where I'm not bound to any sort of like rules of, oh, dang it, they fucking, they subbed and I'm grateful they subbed, but fuck, now I got to play that stupid ass song that they put in. Like, no, I don't feel that pressure at all. You can only feel that pressure if you have it in your rule set and people are simply following your rules. But if you never even build it into your rules in the first place, you're not creating any expectation. I don't want that expectation because I just want people to be here to have a good time with each other. I love the idea of hopping into somebody's chat because you go, who's here? Who's here? Oh shit, Dio's here, Van's here, Chaotic's here, Croy's here, Casey's here, oh dude, fucking my homies are here. And you get in and you get to hang out with them. The streamer is a byproduct, that's cool that, we could talk to the stream and all, but like when you actually just get to hang out and chat with your homies, that goes so much further than 40 people just, hey streamer, hey, we're all, hey, notice me. Notice me. No, notice me. Here's my song, notice me. No, that's just a quick way for you to just feel like, oh man, I'm not being seen, because you can only balance that one-to-one interactivity so long as your stream grows.
And it's more people
so
in
when
the
you don't
conversation.
feel like you can get that one-to-one engagement with the streamer, you have dozens possibly, depending on how big your stream gets, of friends that you've made in this community that you can just talk to, that you don't need to be like, well, the streamer's not recognizing me, so I guess I'll just leave now. If you need that for a streamer, like, hey, I get it. There's plenty other streamers out there. You don't have to get butthurt that like this one streamer isn't giving you that one-to-one attention that you so desire and crave.
Yeah, Luna had a lot of those female type of streamers that it would be like pick me energy, and then they ended up becoming trolls because he didn't give them all the energy. And that's kind of like a dangerous, like, that's a boundary you should have, because then they want access to you all the time, and then they go into like all the places, and it's like, yeah, I remember one used to come and message me, when is he going live, like having an anxiety attack. Remember?
Yeah.
And it was like weird. It was very weird. And then yeah, and that was like early on. And yeah, I mean, so those kind of things happen too. And if you're not in the community and you're just like, and then they would make a lot of things clicky. And
that was a development,
Yeah,
it's like
early on
experience, like we've been at this for a long time, and there's a lot of things that, I've done that I've learned that I, shouldn't do anymore. And you can't possibly know unless you actually have done it and you failed at it. Right.
Yeah.
And the way, you know, we handle our streams obviously is different than the way you handle your streams. Drum streams are different than the way we handle podcasts. It all depends on the content that you're providing. And, you know, reasons why, like, when you bring that up, it's like, I don't want that to tie into like what we're doing as a podcast, because the podcast, we run it as a business in a sense where there is incentives that people will have access
absolutely.
to. And,
Absolutely.
and there are streams that we do that is free, that we have conversations with our community, right? But I think, like, you know, in a business sense, it does have a lot in play with, you know, putting things behind paywalls, but also providing enough freedom, like enough free stuff that people can look at and be a part of, such as, you know, conversating on Discord, or joining a stream that it is open for everyone to talk to, or commenting in the YouTube channels like after the show, and we can all have that conversation in the comments, you know, on YouTube. But yeah, as far as drum streams go, like, you're playing other people's music, you know, you're not playing completely all original stuff.
No.
And because of that, usually as an original band, you kind of want to monetize your original stuff in some way, where if you play a show, you're selling tickets, right? If you're doing a show for original band that you're in, and you're doing a live show, you know, you do have the choice to make it free, but you're not making money from that as if you were selling tickets. Whereas you put that behind a subscription fee, where they pay $3 or $4 or $5, whatever the cost is now that they raised it up. So it's a ticket sale. And then you come in, you watch the show, you have access to all the shows for the rest of the month, right? And that's the way I kind of view it, in more of like the support and the monetary value, in the monetary sense. But then there is that free way of, you know, let's hang out, let's talk, let's be a part of the community. For those that can't provide it in a monetary sense, you know, we have other options, you know.
No, absolutely. Something I tell streamers all the time, because Wednesdays are my like just chatting, talking streams where I get to hang out with the entire community in a sense just like this, where it's not me just screaming like a banshee about how much I've never lost and blah 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 blah. But it's getting real. It's letting people into like, this is my brain. I always tell people, build the stream that you personally would want to watch. Don't try to build it because you think, well, I've seen other streamers have this, so I have to build it like this, and I have to do things like, create your stream. Like, it's your vision. Right. It's your fucking stream. I think everybody should build the stream that they personally would be their biggest fan of. The stream that they go, if anybody else were on, I'm watching this one. Like, that should be your stream, no matter what the rule sets are. If it's, well, you know, I think it's perfectly valid that every song request costs $10. Cool. I'm not telling you that's a bad idea. Like, if you personally would watch that stream and go, no, that makes sense. Like, you know, we're putting up our time and our energy, and I think, you know, playing some song that you've never heard before, that should cost $10 per song. Dude.
Yeah,
that's insane too.
Yeah,
you gotta be reasonable.
That's a bit nutty, but yeah.
I mean, shit. There's songs, or we've come across streamers. You know, it's like $25 per song request.
Yeah,
and I don't even bat an eye at that. I don't even go, "Wow, you're crazy." I look at that and go, "I'm glad you're sticking to your fucking guns.
Right.
If that's what you believe in, and you go, hey, I think my song should be $25 per song request." And you've got a fucking full queue of songs.
I've seen that for like a live learn, like someone charged $25 because like, well, it takes about a half hour for me to learn the song, so a half hour is going to cost you $25.
I've seen like a looper. Loopers do that.
Yeah, it may not resonate to all of us. We may look at that and go, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if that person watches their stream and goes, no, I think that is perfectly fair, and I believe in that product, believe in your product.
Yeah.
That goes back to that confidence thing, driving the bus. Believe in your fucking product.
Right.
And
die on that hill.
And he's doing great. He's actually really successful doing it that way.
And then when you start it, right? Like if you start it in a certain way, and the people know you as starting it, like if you've done it for free for everything, and then at some point you make the shift and put that monetary, you know, wall behind there, it can deter those that have been watching you for free.
100%. And it will. And
it's a curveball, right? So if you start early enough, where even if you have a small community, and you give that, you know, that purpose and that understanding, then at that point it's like, okay, you still have time to develop that, you know, that sense of like how you're running your streams, because there's still so much more to you know, grab the attention
Mhm.
from and let everyone know like this is how it is now. So
I think every decision that you make is going to be a gamble. In the very beginning, it's not so much of a gamble because you don't have the infrastructure to really throw off anyone's groove because you're still trying to find your groove in general. But I had it built for the better part of actually a whole year. March to April 1st, or April 15th is when I went full time. But between March of last year to April 15th, my system was I'm Friday nights chill streams, Saturday and Sunday is open requests. And you put stuff in and I play it. If I don't like it, whatever, I eat it and you're having a good time because I put all the emphasis and energy onto I have to make sure that this is your guys' good time. And I built up about 1,200 followers on that structure alone. So I knew that when I went full time and I woke up one day and went, you know what? I don't want to do that shit anymore. I knew that's going to rock some boats. They're going to be people that come in and go, hey, here's that super hard fucking metal song. And I'm just going to go, yeah, I don't do that anymore.
yeah.
And you're
Wait a minute.
It's just not enjoyable anymore.
I don't want to do this. I'm tired of it.
I don't want to do what I don't want to do.
I guess I'll unfollow because he doesn't want to play my crazy hard metal song
Fine.
anymore. Like, hey, I get it.
It's your house. It's your stream.
Yeah.
So you got to do what makes you happy, but also it's very reasonable.
Tired of this, Grandpa.
It's grandpa.
It's like
It's
him.
too damn bad. You keep playing.
So I
great.
think
It's a gamble. It's a gamble, and I say stick to it. Have the courage to stick to what you believe in.
And I think this is a perfect segue to believe that we're going to show a clip of your band because we've talked for a while.
Yeah, we had a lot of crazy
And
conversations.
I really want to showcase the original music because that's what you really enjoy too, is your original music, right? So tell us about your band, which you gave us a few clips here. We're going to show a few clips and I wanted to dive into it because we're like halfway in now. See how this is how fast it goes because we're having such a good time. We're talking about so much that it just flies by, baby. We end up we can be here all night just talking about so many things.
All day.
We've had some long podcasts that we're like, okay, well, I guess we have to start, seeing the time because we forget.
The time limit.
Oh yeah.
We forget, but that's a good thing though. That means you're having fun, right? So
Which one you guys want to see? Rider Waite first?
I have up Rogue.
Rogue is old band name. We changed the band name about 2 years ago now, 2.5 years at this point. But yeah, it's Rider Waite now. It's on Spotify and etc.
love the name. Love the name.
Hey, you get it.
Yeah, I get it because I do tarot readings here, guys, too. If you don't know, there you go. So yeah, I love it, and I love everything. Really, the style. The singer has a beautiful voice. I also love that cover that you guys did. That Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac one?
Oh, she sounds exactly like her. Because
Honestly, you could put up that Fleetwood Mac tune if you wanted to.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. I love that one.
You have a clip of that? Is that part of this video?
No, that would be in a separate one. I mean, I could just drop the link in here if you want to.
We can show that one too.
We
can show that one.
So this one
because this is a full show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he dropped in. Was it 8 minutes in? What is in this section here? You want to kind of give some synopsis?
Mm-hmm.
Just the latest song that we put out, just a piece of it at least.
Okay.
All right. So we'll dive into the video and then we'll talk more about Rider Waite. So let's get it going. This is David on drums, guys. Check him out. He is fire.
Sorry, 1 second. I gotta fix this. Technical difficulties. Give me 1 second.
So yeah, we are live and you guys can see this is all happening live. This is the beauty of this podcast is we do it all live here on Twitch. And then a week.
Doing it live.
We're live.
Live in color, live every week.
Let's do it again.
All right, let's do it. I want to see those David hype emotes in
David
chat.
hype in chat. Let's go.
Let's go.
That's pretty sick. I love the Swiss cheese hi-hat you have on the right there.
Oh, thank you. That stack, yeah. It's a good stack, 18 inches. But yeah, that was the end of that one song. So.
Ah, okay.
All right, so tell us.
Segues right on into the next one.
So when was this show? This show, it looks like a really nice venue too.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a nice crowd.
A local spot to my area. That was 2 years ago. Again, this is why I need to get back on updating my fucking YouTube. But I mean, it still holds up.
Yeah, for sure.
Windfall,
So
get out of here.
Windfall, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much. We got your guy here, David. Everyone that's coming in from David's side, thank you so much for the follows. If you guys are new here, Luna Satori right here. YenYorkCity is a podcast that we started when the epidemic happened. Thank you so much for the sub.
Windfall
Woo!
sub.
Coming in hot. Thank you so much. Now you are part of the podcast because you can talk, ask questions, interact with us. So we started this podcast when all the venues were closed and all our friends couldn't play out anymore. So what happened? A lot of people started streaming music because we missed it. We missed the whole live experience.
Yes.
So we started getting our friends on here and having them play, and then they started streaming, and things started blowing up on a lot of streamers because everyone started playing and interacting that way because it was the only way to do it. So that's how this started. We've had over 80 drummers because we love drummers so much. We're going to UK in September, the drum show. We're going to be doing live streams there also. So if you guys are not following, thanks for the follow because now you're going to be able to see more content from us. And also our YouTube. We have a lot of the past archives of all the drummers. You probably know us. Dio's been on the podcast. And Noises was in here. He was on the podcast too. And it's just been really
Good
fun.
old Dio and Noises.
Yeah, they're amazing guys. And it's always fun to get to know everyone and have them here and get to know everything about them.
Mr.
So
Dunlop. Okay, I'm actually off to bed before I get weird.
what did he say? What did he say? It's okay. We can get weird.
He misses looking at David's legs.
Oh, he has some shorts. He got some nice shorts on. So you really missed the show today. He bent down before the show. He bent down. He showed us that booty though. You know?
If you're not a member,
you missed it. We got a clip of him bending.
If you're a subscriber, on
it got weird.
If you're a subscriber on Twitch,
it got weird because of you.
If you become a member in our membership section, you get a massive discount for the memberships. We're going to be posting some behind-the-scenes footage.
And behind.
David's behind.
Jokes.
So,
But yeah, we have fun. Before the podcast, we have like a backstage pass type thing that we do for Fourth Wall, and so we have little things that happen that only people that are there could see. So that's really fun. So back to the video.
This next
now.
one, this place is a zoo. Full
Wait! Before we get into that, I want to know, how did he start with
the bands?
The bands, yeah, like the first one.
Ooh.
That's the older band, right, David? Is that the older band, or is it this one? Which one did you start playing for first, and how did that happen?
First is going to be the metal band, actually.
Okay.
I've been in this metal band since fucking August of 2013 now. Yeah. So it's just a slow fucking grind.
Oh, so yeah, so you've been with them.
As far as that second band from the first video, it's been a few years with that now, and it started with me and Casey and in a college class just years ago, and then we just kind of got a couple of friends that also shared our musical sensibilities. Lineups changed, swapped out guitarists and keyboardists for new members, and just keep pushing it there.
Wow, so that's more metal, and then the other band is a little bit more like, it has a different type of energy, right? It's like there's some ballads, there's some like vibey stuff, there's some rock stuff. So I really like that, the dynamics that you have on both bands, because it caters to different types, but you do it all beautifully. Like you can play anything.
I go for well-rounded, at least. That's why I like the themes that I have for my stream, because it's really just me practicing for 4 hours.
Diversity.
But I get to practice diversity. It's like, it's not just sticking to one thing and being like, well, this is what I do. Like, nah, I like to push it. I love music. I love to play music, and music comes in all sorts of different forms. There's just different things that I would play by myself, and then different things that I would do on stream.
What would you play by yourself that you don't play on stream?
I used to play a lot more metal, and a lot more like prog stuff.
Oh, okay. So is that your beginnings? Your beginnings were more rock based?
Dream Theater. My very beginnings were Dream Theater.
That's why I knew you guys would, you guys would vibe, because I mean, obviously he's a huge Dream Theater fan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like that whole Portnoy era, that's what I started playing. I just didn't know what I was doing, but I was like, that's the kind of music I like, and that's what I'm gonna play. So I
I'm
had
gonna
to figure
learn
it out.
this.
I had to figure out what I was doing well later. just raw ingredients just spilled all over the place.
So what are your 5? I usually say 5 because it's a little easier. Sometimes it's harder to just say 3 favorite drummers that inspired you.
I think 5 is a good, well-rounded amount to showcase what your influences are.
I have that 5. My top 5 influences that make up my playing DNA as a whole, for the most part, are in no particular order: Mike Portnoy, Gavin Harrison, Matt Halpern from Periphery, Jay Postones of Tesseract, and Carter Beaufort of Dave Matthews Band.
Ooh.
So Carter's to give you that groove and that backbeat rhythms.
Carter has been a lot of I mean, it's really hard to nail down, because I was never one of those guys that, like, I dove so much into their playing that, like, when you see me do it, you're like, oh, dude, there's that Halpern. Oh, dude, that's such a fucking thing.
Yeah.
No, like, I didn't have the understanding of the instrument to dig in that deeply. I just kind of loosely and sloppily absorbed little pieces of things that they do, but without taking any parts of their personality necessarily. Like, my personality has always just been myself on the drum set. It's just certain little ingredients, like Halpern and Jay Postone's ability to just like constantly keep time on their hi-hat. Like, I just kind of absorbed that, or Carter Beaufort's ambidexterity on the drum set and implementing toms into the grooves in between hi-hats and ride and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's kind of like how I influenced or get influenced, because like my top 5s are chosen in specific areas of expertise, right? So like I don't have a lot of like the people that I listen to or follow aren't all the same because I don't want to be stuck in that same, you know, kind of mindset in the way you approach your drums. So I like pick someone that's like heavy in groove or heavy in prog, right? And then the other is like heavy in interdependency, and also the styles are vastly different because then it's like I can include, you know, this funk, you know, background from this drummer, and apply it to like this metal sense, and then still have that metal essence from this drummer, and kind of like blend all those two together, you know.
Yeah. That's how you create your own sound. That's how you don't just end up going, oh, you sound exactly like X drummer. It's
I
like,
still get that for Portnoy though.
People,
like you can see it all around. He's even looking like him at this point.
It's like I can't get away from it. I all my life I learned a lot of all Dream Theater stuff, right? And then I'm like, oh great, I matched Mike Portnoy now. I don't want to be this anymore.
You want to be you. You want to be your formula. Your
So that's like my foundation.
It takes a significant amount of work to break out of somebody else's sound.
Yeah.
If you end up in that bucket.
So,
I can see that.
Who are your top five?
In no particular order.
It's in order.
Mike Portnoy. Remember, he's not first. Benny Greb, because I love the groove.
Him.
I love the backbeats. I love his approach to his like musicianship around the drums itself, and including like tones of the drums. Jojo Mayer from
Human
Nerve.
Robot.
Yeah,
I
and
love him.
Marco Miniman.
Marco.
Oof.
And
Going for some big boys.
Yeah.
and Thomas Lang.
And Thomas Lang.
So those are my top
You went
five.
for the Uber drummers.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's only because like there's so much I can learn from these guys, right? And
Infinite.
Thomas Lang and Marco Miniman are huge into the interdependency, right? Thomas Lang is big on power and consistency and endurance. Whereas Mike Portnoy is very big into the musicianship and construction of the music in the tone of with the drums, right? He plays to the music. And then Benny Greb and Jojo Mayer is for like if I want to pull it back, I can lay back a nice foundation, backbeat, keep the groove,
insane.
you know, and add like accents as part of the groove. And you know, I do have like a Latin background, which I don't really include because it's part
I
of
wish he would. I really want him to.
It's my you know, my childhood growth. I learned how to play salsa and merengue and a lot of like those old school salsa music because my family's all, you know, Hispanic and they played a lot of salsa music.
It's all in there still though. It's all in there.
So I incorporate that in there.
Song.
But I don't know like Tito Puente, right? Like I know everyone knows Tito Puente, but I don't really know a lot of those like, you know, Latin drummers that I can be like, yeah, I follow that guy. It's just like my upbringings. So, but that's like, you know, my foundation.
Yeah, those are solid. I mean, both of your top five are amazing.
It just comes down to how you personally utilize it in your own playing.
So do you think that these two bands really showcase that you're influenced by? Do you feel that? Like, do you or can you be the drummer that brings in like, oh, this is what I want and this is my drums and this is like, do you ever bring that to the table, like any songs or ideas, or is it how is it structured in your bands? Do you get that freedom?
For the most part, I'm free on this instrument the most because I never had to find my voice as a player. It was never, oh wow, I've been playing for a few years and I just sound like a decent drummer, but I just blend into the sound of drummers. My personality has always been embedded in the instrument from day one. So all the bullshit, no matter whether it was good or bad or anything like that, there was still just me in it. So I can't really escape that when it comes to like writing in my bands. It's just, I'm not thinking about the influences or what would this guy do here for this section or what would so-and-so do here. It's just, this is just my interpretation of music. And for the most part, it works. And I say for the most part because I can't just assume like it always works. All of my ideas always work. Like if you watch my stream for more than 5 minutes, you'll see like sometimes I go for an idea and it's just like, well, that didn't fucking work. But that's my entire personality on this kit. It's, oh, if I can go for it, what's the worst that's gonna happen? It, like you mess up, like who cares?
Yeah, just go with it.
And
Let's go with it.
What's the kit that you're rocking right now? What are your favorite, like, let's say, symbols and and sticks? Because we haven't talked about gear, but it's always fun to talk about gear too.
Currently, I'm using for live shows Vickforth SD2 Boleros. They're really thick maple sticks. I do not like heavy sticks in my hand at all. But I use those for live. But on streaming, I've been using this company called Tekra. They're carbon fiber sticks.
Oh.
And I was ripping through sticks on stream until I got these, and now I just don't break sticks, and I can still play as hard as I fucking want to.
Carbon
So
fiber.
Wow, I want to see them.
Do they
but
affect?
they still feel these specific ones still feel exactly like regular wooden drumsticks.
They're as light as it,
Oh, okay.
or just
They
a
come in,
grain
like,
texture.
different sizes and stuff like that. The two specific ones that I use feel the closest to wood, and they're the right weight that I want. So I love using those for streams.
You don't feel a difference in when you attack like the symbols or the skins? Like they don't feel like they're about to pop or break?
Nope.
Ooh.
They are the closest to real wood that I've ever used.
So they're carbon fiber.
Mm.
You got to post a link in the podcast TXT channel so I can take a look, because that's interesting.
You got it. Oh yeah.
What's the name of the brand?
Tekra.
Tekra.
Yep. Techra. I would highly recommend, if anyone's listening or writing this down, the Colossus or the X-Carb. I personally would not use any of the other ones. I've bought every single one of them because I had to know. I tried one pair of each one that they offer, and those are the only two that feel like legit sticks to me. The others, the weight is weird. There's weird vibration that you'll get in your hands or your wrist. Blech.
Is
So
that
you
like the
found
head
which one?
the drumsticks, like the?
Yeah.
Cue the throw up effects.
Stuff like that. Symbols, all Sabian.
Sabian.
Just various line of just bunch of Sabians. I'm all Sabian.
Yeah, I love Sabian. I have the chopper. That's a fun.
Oh, the chopper's
yeah,
sick.
it's a fun little gadget.
All Evans heads. The kit that I'm using right now, for streaming at least, is a Gretsch Renown in marine pearl finish. And my, for the metal band, you'll see that one in the video. That one is a PDP Concept maple. And the gigging kit that I use for Rider Waite is a Ludwig Classic maple.
Oh,
So I just a variety, some stuff of some things.
Those the Gretches, when I played them in Guitar Center, I think I played, was it the Catalina? And those, like the toms sound so nice. Like it's so warm. They're punchy, right? And then my uncle has a PDP. I don't know what line it is, but playing on that with the right skins, like with the right heads that you throw on there, those sound amazing too, like in a recording session. And then
I mean, most shells at like a mid-range level have the capacity of sounding really good if you get the right heads on them and you tune them right.
Yeah. The Ludwigs though, they do they, like, how does that sound in general? Because I'm not fully familiar with like how Ludwigs are with their I've always known them to be very classic, like very warm in tone, but not like overly punchy.
Just describing it with the words it's a little tough, but what attracted me to this specific Ludwig was actually the feel of the kit. It didn't feel very stiff. It felt like the resonance of the shells just kind of like you feel them like through your body. Like I've played on other stuff where it doesn't feel like I can like really feel the kit, but like it's aggressive, it's punchy, it's attacky, but I'm big on feel.
Speaking of feel, have you ever seen or tried those throne thumpers?
Oh, like a Porter and Davies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never gotten to use a Porter and Davies, but I've heard it described, and I'm afraid to try it because I'm afraid I'll fall in love with it and want one.
A friend of ours called it a taint tickler.
Oh my god. The guy, yeah, Cam.
Yeah.
He has a sense of humor, I tell
He's
you. He is so
hilarious.
fun. He's the
I
one that
wanna
was on
try
tour
one.
with
I'm
Two Door
afraid
Cinema.
to try one, but I want to try it.
They say it's a game changer.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard they are a massive game changer.
Especially if you're not
So-
running
so
like
much to the point.
wedges or anything like that. Like
Mhm.
like you want to feel that punch or like the kick and the toms and
Yeah.
stuff. Like that's like the best way of going.
So do you
Yeah,
have
I've
your
I've
dream
debated
kit
it.
right now and your dream throne? Do you have like everything, or what would your dream kit and setup be if you don't have it?
It feels weird to answer that. Yes, I do, considering like I'm still so early on in my like career where it's like, well, you still got to go up from here. But this Ludwig that I found it on Reverb. It's a custom built kit in almost the exact custom sizes that I would have had Ludwig build for me in a marine pearl finish.
Oh,
Wow.
so
Like
you know you got
almost
the
everything
unicorn
about
already.
this yes, almost everything about this kit was exactly the way that I would have had it built. So it's like
The win.
That's what I
Yeah, there it
need.
is.
It's a blessing.
Maybe a purple drum set. Maybe the same kit, just in purple, in a purple sparkle finish.
Ooh.
Or purple marine pearl.
Those are your
Maybe that would
colors.
be,
You
like,
like the
the
purple
only
and
thing.
blues.
Purple's my thing.
He's
Yeah.
gonna
I love
play at
purple.
TwitchCon, I feel. Like, I think that's, I don't know why I got that vision of you playing at TwitchCon with a purple sparkle
Gimme.
kit.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'll take it.
I'm manifesting that. I'm manifesting
Fuck
that.
it. I'll take it.
Like Twitch,
Yeah,
I want to
purple,
brand your
purple's my
colors.
color.
Come on, man.
I feel that. I think the community can make that happen.
HosCon 2025.
I mean, we went to 2 of them, and it was really fun. We went to a drummers meetup with DW, and we had a pizza party, and I met so many drummers, and it was so much fun. I'm hoping next year we'll make it. This year we're doing the UK drum show, and we're doing that, and we're meeting up with a lot of other friends and drummers
No, that's
also.
awesome.
We're gonna try to aim for NAM too earlier. in the year.
NAM is I think in February.
End of January. I think they
January?
go into
Okay.
January.
Yeah, and we're taking you guys with us. So if you guys are sub IRLs doing a bunch of Twitch streams there too, that this is why
Be
we're
out
doing
there.
it. Yeah, it's like it's awesome to do the streams and then take everyone to different parts of the world and different events like those.
We want to try to get more drummers on here. You know, like our goal is to have like we're trying to get like Matt Halpern or someone like that to get on here to talk
Oh,
about
fuck yeah.
their experiences. You know, we had Johnny Rab, recently from Collective Soul, and
We're
We're
gave
gonna
us-
meet him
monster.
too. We're gonna
Yeah, we're
meet him
gonna
in
meet him too.
September.
So like we want more of like not just like up and coming drummers like you, but like also experienced drummers that have been at this for like years and they're touring to give some educational insights for
Yeah.
all of us to learn from, and maybe we can incorporate that with our developments in our music trajectory and our journey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So-
he's on tour now, and he was saying how he wants to stream on Twitch, and he's like, "Yeah, just let me know, Johnny. Let us know, like, set up the streams and stuff," because he feels like a lot of the older generations in the bands that we grew up in, knowing them, are always feeling like it keeps getting bigger and bigger and things keep evolving, so it's like for them to feel like they need to catch up and keep relevant. That's what he was talking about on the podcast with us. And we're like, that's why we need you to come on and like give us your experience. And so we were talking about that, and he was also the fastest drummer in Guinness Book of World
When they
Records
first came out with it, yeah.
out. So he told us that experience and how the one that beat him was Mike Mangini.
Mike
was
Mangini.
it? So that was like a tie.
Very fast.
Yeah.
So, but stuff
Johnny,
like that.
Johnny Rab, he's one of those hidden gems in the
Yeah.
drum world. Like if you know, but
Yeah.
most people don't know, or they know of Collective Soul, and they go, oh yeah, you know, you get the big song or whatever. But like him as a player,
he's a monster drummer. Like his like seeing him play with like Benny Greb, and you know, during those like tours and stuff, and then seeing him play during his Roland, when he used to test a lot of stuff with Roland. Just seeing him play in general, like early days, it was so, you know, inspiring.
Absolutely.
And the fact that we had this opportunity was a blessing.
I'm
in
forever
disguise. I'm like,
grateful.
holy hell! Like we have Johnny Rab in this freaking podcast,
and Ken Shock,
Ken Shock,
Fuel.
From Fuel, and Candiria.
And they're such humble, sweet guys.
A lot of amazing drummers, you know, and not just that, like you and Dio, and like you guys are bringing in something as well that provides some sort of insight and education.
Office drummer, he just had a sick
We had
drum stream.
Office drummer on.
When he first started, I remember he was on for just like a few months, and I said, we got to get you on before you get too big, man, because you're gonna blow up here. And just like that, and he was doing I think it was Sushi Dragon and him collabed, and ended up doing like they were in California and in some cliff, some famous cliff over there,
That
and they
was
were
crazy nice.
and he had the drum
I
set
saw
there.
that.
Insane. And I'm like, oh my God, I love seeing everyone just do so amazing out there and just do big things. That's what I'm saying. Big dreams, big things. And it's like just seeing that, and everyone, it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and everything in
A lot
between.
of time.
Yeah, so that's what we always do these podcasts, because we feel like everyone, there's room in the top for everyone, and there's always going to be someone that's like, you know, either climbing faster or going faster, but at the end we all want to get there eventually, you know. Like that's why I see you playing at TwitchCon, like that's just like a vision that I saw, like the channeling. You know, I'll give you a reading one
Put it
day.
in there for me, people. Give it to me, people. Put me on that stage.
Give him the vibes.
Yeah, and those are the things, having goals and doing them.
You have to build up together. Keeping yourself in your own little isolated bubble is going to do nothing for you.
Yeah, it's
Just
a community
reach
thing.
out, and it's a whole community thing.
And it's not
You're
even
gonna
just
get
like
left behind
the
if you just
community
stay in a
of
little bubble.
drummers, right? It's like we have our community
It's
with
a
the
community
drummers,
of people.
but the people that
It's a
are a
people.
part of what we're doing helps, you know, all of us develop in a sense, and then they're
Yes.
coming up with us, you know.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for
So,
sure.
for instance, like Elvin Fairy Queen, she runs a tea shop, right? And if, you know, one of us gets the opportunity to play in front of thousands of people and we're showcasing one of her teas, who's to say that she might blow up in her business with her teas?
Exactly.
You know, like it's a
tea business.
it's a you know, a unique thing that we all have together, that we can develop each other in anything that we're doing in our lives.
And all it takes is just a little bit of effort and a whole lot of trust.
Mm-hmm. A
Just
lot of
trust that people are going to want to see you succeed if what you're doing is worth building up. And also, people can read whether you're being fake about it or not. I mean, people are going to make assumptions and think that, you know, maybe, you know, I say at the end of every stream that, like, I'm on a mission to help build up everybody around me. And it's not really my job to like, well, I have to prove that I mean what I say, because I mean, there are plenty of people that think that, oh, he's kind of full of shit. I don't believe he's actually trying to help build everybody up. Like, nobody's that caring. Like, people are going to make assumptions all they want to, but in order to get bigger, you have to believe in other people as well.
Yeah, you can't do it alone.
No. That's why I like the idea of spreading the love to like a bigger streamer for a raid or something like that. Somebody that, well, they have like 300 people in there. We got to go help them. But dude, like, it means so much more to help like make somebody's whole fucking week sometimes by just like, oh, we got like a 30-person raid and they've got 4 viewers.
Exactly. Yeah.
Boom.
I always feel that.
And it's not like for an ego boost or anything. It's just like, that's the kind of shit that maybe they were considering quitting streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe
You
they've
just
been
made their
having like
day.
a rough fucking day. And they just got the boost that they needed. They
I
just
feel
got the
that.
boost that they needed.
Exactly. And that's one of the things we always look at. And we're always searching for people that are starting up. And then we have those opportunities where it's like, oh, yeah, that we actually have a nice little crowd with us. And then, yeah, we'll see like a drummer coming up and they only have like, 200 people. And they want to get to like 500. Oh, he has a goal, or, and then, or they need to get affiliated. She's like, let's go, let's like pour some more into
Let's
the cup.
get 'em to affiliate.
Yeah. And that's what's happened a lot of times. And it's all because we all come together. And that's the point of it is, and it feels great. It feels great because you're part of something big, in everyone's stream in some way, because it's all about the love. It's all about being the community that helps grow. Because there's times that I'm not going to be live. There's times that, Luna's not going to be live and we're in your stream and we see everybody in each other's streams. And that's what makes that I love seeing that, because we're all like, oh, hey, I saw you. And then we go, let's go give the love to, another person. And that's the way it feels. That's why I say the drum fam is one of the best fams here on Twitch, because we are like that. That's the way we roll.
I think it's really silly that it feels like such a wild concept to like just, hey, let's build everybody, instead of just trying to keep this whole like thing to yourself of like, hey, don't shout out other people. Hey, no fucking display.
Yeah.
Again, everyone's going to run your stream the way that you run it. All respect. However, in gatekeeping an audience, or like, hey, don't fucking mention other streamers because I don't want anyone to leave and I got to keep this thing to myself. Like, dude, if anyone was going to leave, we would have
left already.
Yeah. And if they're going to leave, they're going to leave. And the ones that like being around you are going to stay. And that's the crowd.
It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science that like love builds love.
It's just that there's a lot of selfish people out there. So
yeah, and I get it. I get it. And I can't go out and like wave a big old flag like stop being selfish. I'm not going to tell you to stop being selfish. I can only try to set my own example.
And that's the thing. You have to be your example, right?
Yeah.
Set the example, and people would see that how good it is that what you're doing works, and they'll be inspired by it.
It's like AZ.
At least that's the idea.
When AZ was on, I remember like we were all like kind of going around being in each other's streams, and he's like, man, I see what you guys are doing. I feel like you should be bigger, right? And it's like for someone else to say that is weird, right? Because we're like, well, we're just showing up, we're trying, to build the community. But it's like, if we're on when somebody else is on and that's their community, we don't expect them to come see us. Like, if they want to come and find new awesome people, they'll come here, and then they'll have more people on their list to see when somebody else is not live. But we don't feel bad about it, because everyone has their own niche, their own community. But like sometimes we come together and we're like both in one, like AZ stream, you know what I mean? And then so it's gonna be like that. So once people don't think of it that way, then it doesn't matter. It's not gonna hurt you, It
doesn't hurt you.
So that's why I'm like, I know what he means. Like, he wants to see us get bigger and grow more, right? Rapidly. But sometimes it doesn't work that way. Sometimes it's like, well, the people that are going to stick, and not everyone's going to love our vibe, because we're too silly. We cuss too much. We're like,
easy.
We're too bright. I don't know. Like,
there's always going to be something that they're going to be like, I don't like this.
Yeah, So, I mean, everybody brings in their own dynamic. And if you feel it, if you're into it, then you show up and you come back again and again. And that's the beauty. It's like when you see the people coming back, because then you're like, We're
at 2 minutes out before we end the stream. We're going to try to get through some things. We might go over a tad bit. Just so that we cover the last question of the night.
Yeah, we're gonna go into the other band.
We want to see this video that you sent us.
Oh, absolutely.
So we have this place is a zoo.
The metal band.
The metal band. And this section that you have us at, is there a synopsis on this section you want to play, or is it just like a spot?
Nope, it's just
guide
part
us
of the
into
show.
it.
Okay.
Just part of the show.
Let's check it out. So let's mute the backing track and then go into here and then show the video and play. Holy China! So, David,
Yes, sir.
what was your experience like here?
Oh, I love this shit. I love getting to talk shop, honestly.
Damo! Damo drummer
Damo! What's
yeah,
up,
Damo.
Damo?
from Australia. Another amazing drummer that was on the podcast from Australia. Go follow Damo if you haven't already.
So that was an awesome set. Your
was
drums
awesome.
sounded really nice.
Thank you.
Like the toms sounded really boomy and punchy. It was really good. That Holy China, I love the Holy China.
21-inch Holy China.
It's
that
so
thing
good.
is large.
So you've been with
Very
these
loud.
guys even longer than the last band.
Yep.
And since college.
These guys, no. The other band I met.
Oh,
in,
the other band with the college.
Me and Casey started in college with the singer.
Okay.
Who was also my lovely girlfriend over here in chat. Hello, Casey.
Casey!
The metal band, their drummer was moving away because he got some other IT tech gig, and they were looking at auditioning drummers. And a buddy of mine who also worked at a guitar center where I was working was like, "Hey, my coworker is a pretty good drummer. Like, would you mind like checking him out?" And they're like, "I guess." So I auditioned with them, nailed the shit that they needed nailed, and I've been with them ever since. And it's been a journey. It's been a journey. We got to play Knotfest back in like 2015. That was fun.
Knotfest? How was that like? That must have been crazy.
Fucking sick. Take me back. Take me back.
I want to do it again.
I'll do it again.
All right, I'm loading
No,
up
but
your.
I do love getting to. I love doing this Twitch streaming thing because I get to meet all of you guys and I get to have this actual connection
Heck yeah.
like this.
Well, I mean, we
I
want to
love,
go back to
helping people.
California. We love California. We loved going to TwitchCon, meeting so many. Next year, like I said, this year we're doing the UK drum show and bringing a lot of content from there. But yeah, next year I want to hopefully, and I see that happening. I don't know, it's just one of those things.
It's gonna happen.
It's going to happen.
Hey,
and we're going to meet and we're all going to hang out and do the
Please.
thing.
I look forward to it.
And then this is one video that you sent. This is the Dreams cover.
I love this cover.
Yeah.
Like when people do covers and it's like, yeah, but this one is like perfect. I think this one's perfection. And also the other
Thank
singer,
you.
the male singer also has a beautiful voice.
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah.
our buddy Mitch.
Mitch.
We wanted to do a collaboration, and we just kind of threw this arrangement together in like 10 minutes, and then got together in a couple of days, and we're like, all right, let's track a couple of takes.
It's beautiful. I love it. Check this out, guys.
Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel it. Listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness.
Wow.
Gorgeous. I love this.
So smooth.
That's why I wanted to
thank you,
show
thank
you
you.
guys this, because you showed it too, and you played it in your stream, and I was like, oh, I even told you about it. I was like, man, that cover was on it, like perfect. And
Thank you, thank you,
the
thank you.
groove, the backbeat.
Everything,
So
everything.
solid. You guys sounded amazing. The tone, the
Thank
mix.
you so much.
So what was the process of this? Like, how did this come about? Was this all, like, how many takes you have to do? Was it all one take? Was it different takes? Like,
Our buddy Mitch was like, hey, I want to do a cover of Dreams with you guys. Would that be something you're interested in? We were like, sure. Any particular way you want to go about it? He's like, no, not really. I just, thought it would be cool. So we, as Waite, got together, played through the song just the way that it is recorded, just as a, hey, do we know the form of the song? We're good to go. Cool. Now what do we do with it? And then I just kind of started playing that groove over the song. And then everyone just kind of shifted their parts to that groove. And literally like 10 minutes later, it was like, well, I think that's done. And then we just went down to our buddy's studio, got together, tracked a couple of takes, comped together the best stuff. And then I edited that video together, and that was it. It was a very simple process.
it looks really good and it sounded really good.
that studio is amazing.
Thank you.
Looks awesome.
Great job. So this is the end of the podcast.
Wait, not yet. Not yet. We have the 12.
I know, yeah, we got the last questions.
Yeah. So
We have to do the last question.
So if you did read, usually it's a surprise, or it's like, okay, you read through it and and you're prepared. So sometimes it's better when you don't know, because then,
Oh,
you know,
I
it's-
didn't read shit.
Okay.
The words are hard.
all right.
I
So
just signed it and that's it.
Because some people that don't come prepared is like, oh shoot, I should have read it, but not. It's okay, because sometimes it's even better because it's on the spot and you don't overthink it. So I ask everyone at the end, what are the 12 songs to the soundtrack of your life? That could mean anything. It could mean the first song you've ever played live, the first song you learned, the song that you and your girlfriend always look into each other's eyes and like, yeah, that song, Any song that could, basically the 12 songs if you had an album and it's your life,
And it's David. All right.
It's David, yes.
In no order. I'm just spitballing off the top of my fucking brain here. Exile by Tesseract. Disassociation by Dillinger Escape Plan. Number 41, Dave Matthews Band. Finally Free, Dream Theater.
Oh, nice.
Rolling in the Deep, Adele.
Nice.
I Miss You, Adele. Dio, You Could Suck My Dick.
That's a good song.
The best song.
What'd you say, Dio?
Time Machine by That Handsome Devil. I don't know how many songs that is.
I
but
counted
I'm
that
not
as
even
7,
keeping
unless
count.
you want to do Dio's song in there, there'll be 8.
It's a good one. Anesthetize, Porcupine Tree.
That's a good song.
Fucking love that song. Probably Legion as well from Tesseract.
9.
Bangers after bangers. So how many are left?
Those 9.
Three?
That's 9.
For sure.
That's 9.
Aeon's Carnival. Woo!
Oh,
Ooh.
Carnival.
Casey, I'm gonna fight you. God damn. Aeon's up there. God damn it, I love that song.
That's 10. 2
I
more.
fucking love Aeons.
Choo, choo. Make it count. Make it count.
I'm a big Themata guy.
Silent Flight Parliament, BT Bam. Thank you.
That's
Thank you.
That's
thank you.
11. She knows you better than you know yourself.
Usually the case, right? Usually the case for us.
She knows me.
One more.
Casey,
Make it count.
what's another one? What's another one for me? So maybe something by Leprous. I fucking love Leprous.
Decoded.
Decode by Paramore. I'll take that. I fucking love Decode.
All
That's my
right.
favorite Paramore
That's
song.
the
and I love
12
Paramore.
songs of
Bam.
David's life.
It wasn't that hard. See? Yes.
Who knew?
Yeah, who knew? Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it'd be like that. It's better when you
Oh,
don't know
Cyber,
because
I named 2 Adele songs. You fucking wacko.
Oh man.
So when is the next time we can catch you live? So people can
Monday.
go Monday
I'll be on
tomorrow. Tomorrow,
Mhm.
what time?
12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
All right, so you
What
guys
is
know.
that for you? I don't do the math. Tomorrow's chill stream, y'all.
Chill
Get
stream.
Chill
in there and give me your
stream.
chill bangers.
Remember,
Chill stream
it's
tomorrow.
a pot full of songs. He's gonna choose the best songs he wants to play.
And if they're all chilling, we're all having a good ass time.
Well, we loved having you here,
Yeah, it
David.
was fun.
You're amazing in every
Thank you so
way
much, guys.
possible, and it was so much
Thank you,
fun.
thank you,
We could
thank
have gone for another 2 hours because you're just that
easy.
type of vibe, you know?
So-
So,
I really appreciate you guys.
Please do not go anywhere. We're gonna do a post-show closeout for our members. Again, if you're not a member, you want to become a member. If you're a subscriber, you get a massive discount if you become a member. And in the members area, you can do command member to bring up the link. You'll have access to the behind-the-scenes pre-podcast, post-podcast uploads, as well as discounts on merch, VIP access on certain things that like events we'll be attending to or any shows that we may have.
yeah. IRLs.
First in line updates, priority questions being asked, and a lot of fun things that you guys can have access to. What you do
Absolutely.
for subscriptions and memberships does go back to the development of our streams. It does help make this even better with, all the programs and the designs and keeping the lights running and all that fun stuff. But again, it is optional. You're more than welcome to support us in the most freest way possible, which is by following us, subscribing to us,
Following is free.
joining us on our free
Fuck
streams.
Yeah, babies.
Be part of the community. Let's chat with one another. Join the Discord. Let's have fun. Let's go check out David tomorrow. And I hope to see all of you
Please
guys
do.
again real soon.
Yeah, we're gonna have Ollie Winnieberg. He's the one that's hosting the UK drum show in Liverpool. He's gonna be one of our guests coming up. That's gonna be big because he's gonna talk about so many things and the development of what makes that big show event big, and awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's gonna be big. So don't miss that because you guys get to chat with him too. And yeah, it's gonna be really big, that one too. So thank you, everyone. Remember.
Thanks for all of your support.
Thank you. We appreciate it. It makes everything, bigger and better for the next, show.
Quick shout out. Haxor with the follow. Windfall with the
Oh,
sub.
bam.
Windfall with the follow.
Boom.
Ahsoka's Rain for the follow.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Dunlop with the prime sub. Dr. Feelgood with the follow. Got NY Angel gifting a sub to Chaotic Cyber.
Yeah,
And she
everybody.
came in with the raid.
Everybody.
Came in with the raid.
Yeah, Chaotic Cyber came in with the raid. Thank you so much. Mr. Dunlop with the follow. Chaotic Cyber with the raid. HH Ward with the raid. Elven Fairy
Casey.
Queen with the gifted sub to Bram. With the gifted sub to HH Ward.
So much love.
Gifted sub to Black Belt Percussion. Gifted sub. That's Angel. Steph gifted sub. Steph gifted sub to Elven Fairy Queen. Steph gifted sub to Dio.
Give me some fucking angels, baby.
And so much more.
Amazing.
Casey with the follow. Ash with the follow. You're all amazing. Again, we can't do this without you guys. We hope to see you guys again real soon.
Casey,
Much love.
Love you. Love everything. Your voice. I hope to see you guys live too. And yeah, we want to go catch you guys in California soon too. We're gonna go there. We're getting there.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, David. Stay for the raid, everyone.
Stay for the raid.
We love you.
here.
Bye.
Bye. Have an amazing rest of your night. We love you here at YenYorkCity Live.